Man rescues elk stuck with a tire for years. Then the elk does something amazing. This story unfolds in the high mountains of Colorado, where cold winds sweep across the wilderness. A strong bull elk had been roaming for 2 years with an old car tire around its neck. The poor animal struggled every day with the weight of this tire, which grew heavier over time, making each step and breath more challenging. A constant and oppressive burden. In the cold, unforgiving conditions of the high mountains, the weight grew unbearable, pulling its head down and restricting its movements. Each day, navigating the rugged terrain became more difficult as the tire hindered its ability to live freely in its habitat. Normally swift and agile, the elk now moved slowly, hindered by the heavy tire digging painfully into its neck with every step. The edges left raw, agonizing wounds, and even simple acts like drinking water or foraging for leaves became a struggle. The tire restricted its movements, making it increasingly difficult to fulfill its most basic survival needs. In 2019, officials from Colorado Parks and Wildlife spotted this particular elk. While the tire might have seemed like a minor detail at first, they quickly realized how much it was impairing the elk's life and sprang into action. However, the vast forested areas and the elk's constant movement made tracking it nearly impossible. Determined to help, officials conducted numerous searches over the years. But each time, the elk slipped from sight. They refused to give up hope because they knew that every day, the tire inflicted more harm, threatening the elk's health, strength, and life. The tire was like a shackle, a painful reminder of the dangers humans bring to nature. Officials waited patiently, hoping for a chance to save the elk. In October 2021, that moment finally arrived. They located the elk and acted quickly, using a tranquilizer dart to safely sedate it. The atmosphere was charged with excitement and anxiety. As the elk gently lay down, the rescue team carefully approached to inspect the tire, now almost embedded in its flesh, leaving deep, painful wounds. Initially, they tried to cut the tire off, but its steel-belted core made it impossible with regular tools. They had a tough choice. They would need to cut off the elk's antlers. For the elk, this was a significant loss. Antlers are symbols of strength and status among other males, essential for competition and self-defense during mating season. Without them, it would be left vulnerable and potentially out of balance within its social group. The antlers also helped the elk clear branches as it moved through the forest, aiding its mobility. Defenseless against predators, it would need to be faster and more cautious. Without its antlers, it might struggle even to find food. In short, this physical loss would affect the elk at every turn, making survival harder. But there was no other choice. Without this sacrifice, they couldn't remove the tire, putting the elk's life at greater risk. The rescue operation was a success. Once they finally cut the tire free, the team breathed a collective sigh of relief. The deep wounds on the elk's neck served as a painful reminder of its ordeal. The team administered all necessary treatments to prevent infection, feeling pride in helping this noble creature. When the elk regained consciousness, it was free of its burden, though its antlers were now gone. The longing for freedom in the elk's eyes held a depth that echoed through the wilderness. This event underscored the importance of wildlife protection. Even the smallest human waste can endanger the lives of animals, forcing them into survival struggles. Following this incident, Colorado Parks and Wildlife officials reminded the public to be more cautious about leaving waste in nature. Freed from the burden on its neck, the elk returned to the mountains to roam freely again. In time, its antlers would grow back, restoring the natural beauty it was meant to carry. While the elk might face some difficulties adjusting or encounter challenges until its antlers regrew, these were minor compared to the life-threatening ordeal it had endured. This story serves as a powerful reminder of the devastating impact human litter can have on wildlife. A discarded tire, likely abandoned without thought, became a 2-year ordeal of wait and suffering for a once strong, free elk. How many other animals silently endure similar fates? People often overlook how even the smallest piece of litter can pose a significant threat to the creatures that share our natural world. This single tire caused consequences so severe that it disrupted the fragile balance of nature, highlighting the far-reaching impact of human negligence. This story of liberation is a poignant reminder of humanity's responsibility to protect the natural world. After 2 years of carrying its burdensome load, the elk had finally regained its freedom, able to roam the mountains as a true part of its wilderness once more. Echoing across Colorado's rugged peaks, this tale serves as a lasting message about the importance of safeguarding nature and its voiceless inhabitants. The elk's first steps into freedom symbolize a powerful lesson, a call to action for the conservation of our planet and its precious wildlife. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.